Hello, good evening, and welcome. Um, Good to see a number of you here already, and I'm sure there will be more before very long. To answer Douglas's question, the platter that's on the thumbnail for YouTube, yes, it's going to be something very like that, but not in green. It's going to be in blue, just for a change. But it's going to be very similar to that. The blank I've got is 12 inches diameter and best part of 2 inches thick. So there's plenty of wood there to swing around and have a go at. I'll just bring in Keith, my erstwhile other half.
Good evening, one and all. Sorry about the camera keep glitching, but it's the only one we've got, so tough. Learn to live with it. I'm not going to be on screen much. So
You suddenly got worse, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to hide in the background.
Yeah,
I know
it's all right. It has long periods of steadiness, so we're all right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll put you back into the background, and then I'll start thinking about doing some turning, which would be quite a nice change. Let's go for that one. No, not that one. That one. It's a little bit flickery, I'm afraid. Apologies for that, but we'll get by with it. So that's the blank. Decent sized bit of timber. Reasonably
flat. You want to pull
flat.
your mic down a bit, Andy? You're breathing.
Sorry, am I breathing into it? Oh, I'll try that. Is that better?
Yeah, or hold your breath a bit longer.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. It doesn't seem to have any cracks or splits or anything untoward in it. So it might have an interesting grain, it might not, but it's still going to be coloured anyway. It's actually got a knot, which is unusual for this ash that I get from my friend. But there we are. So let's see how we go. Would you like to say tell me who's here? Keith?
Yep. Just go over onto participants list to see how many is in. Well, there's not many on the participants list. So you've got Alison, your only better half, and yourself's in. I'm in. Douglas Mungham, Gerard the French Turner, James Crawford, Jennifer's Crafts and Creations, Douglas Mungham, Terry Hooper, and Wood Turning by Barry. So that's all that's on the participants list. You just stand down the chat. Paul Heighton is in. Peter Cochrane, Linnykins is in. Hi, kiddo.
Hello, Linny.
Woodworm Paul. That I think is it, but my live chat is very jumpy at the moment, so if I've missed anyone, I do apologise. Just stick your name in again, and we'll give you a shout. Not deliberate. It's just that sometimes the chat jumps 5 or 6 at a time. Terry's in. Nathaniel Sherlock
Fuich. Yes, he's the son of a friend of mine.
Okay.
He must be 17, 18 or something like that.
Okay.
But known him since he was born.
There's no age limit on this, so welcome one and all. So, as normal, if you've got any questions, put a question mark or a couple of question marks in front of it so that the blind old git that's reading them can see them. And I'll relay them to. We've just had Rich the Beard 16's just dropped in to say hi.
Rich. I'd like to go a bit faster, but it's shaking me around a bit. Oh. No. it up to about 600, 700 now.
It's reasonable speed for a 12-inch diameter.
That's better.
Rob CP's in.
Hello, Rob.
John McDonald's in. A couple of newish names joining us, but everyone's welcome.
Ash does get hot. Where's he gone? Oh, I've lost one. We'll use that one.
Barry Kitty's just woken up and joining us. Hi, Andy. Barry.
Hey, Barry, all right.
Tommy's workshop's in. Peter Cochran is in. Not sure whether I mentioned him earlier on, but I've mentioned him again.
I'm going to give myself a little bit more volume because I can't hear you when I'm turning. Noisy stuff, Ash, isn't it?
Yeah, I've had to kill you a bit because it's quite loud through your mic.
Oh right, yes, it would be, but it's Ash's noisy stuff. You've got that hard grain going around, haven't you?
Yes.
Right. Okay, let's just find a pencil.
Got some nice colour to it.
Yes, there's a bit of an inclusion there, but it doesn't go right through, so we'll see what happens with that. But it's tearing it nastily. I can never remember the size.
Benjamin's in. It's not Kenneth, Ben, it's Keith. But I'll let you off.
We answer to anything.
Yeah, we do answer to most things.
60, was it 69, isn't it?
Yeah, Kenneth would have been Dad, but he's long since gone. Mark's in as well. Hi, Mark.
Hello, Mark.
Colin Chalmers. That's a name I can't say that I've seen before. May well have been on. Steve Scott's in. Got quite a few in, Andy.
Good. Oh, just broke my pencil.
Alison's saying, can you move your mic a bit?
Move it which way?
Oh, that's up for you to decide.
She said she doesn't want to hear me. Is it too loud then, or?
No, I think it's picking up a lot of background.
Oh, not a lot you can do about that.
No.
It's all done with clever electronics, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Yeah, well, you've got 30 in watching you. She's saying a lot of noise.
That's as much as anything the timber I'm turning.
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
Unless you're going to be talking, you can always tip the mic up the top.
Yeah, that's true. But then I'll start talking and I forget it's up there.
Bonus for us then. She says it sounds like a windstorm.
Oh, I've got the fan on. Sorry, right, okay, that's what it is. That should be better. Is that better?
Yes, it's not blowing the noise over now.
No. I'd forgotten that was a problem before, wasn't it?
Yeah. Jonathan Flynn's in from New York.
Hello, Jonathan.
Welcome, Jonathan. Roger Kent. We've got several new names tonight.
Yes, it's nice, isn't it?
Well, you're all welcome. If you'd like to introduce yourself as to where you're hiding in the country or which country you're in, that would always be appreciative. Give someone something to pick on as well. Yeah, we're a friendly bunch, but we do like a bit of banter.
Right, that's that bit done.
Oh, Roger Kent's from the other side of the pond, Tennessee. Welcome, Roger. Thank you. Coming into a UK edition. Douglas Mungham reckons he's in Essex. But he's not moved yet then.
At the other side of the pond in Essex.
Yeah.
It's that not making all that noise.
And Colin Chalmers was formerly from Scotland, now living in Tennessee. So we've got a couple from Tennessee then. Colin and Roger, are you neighbours nearly? Both from Tennessee. But you're more than welcome.
Indeed. Right, let's do that properly.
Got several on here from West Sussex. Andy, myself. Steve Scott, West Sussex. Pete Cochrane's West Sussex. 4 of us. Lenny Kings is West Sussex. She says where the good people are from. You can say that.
Some say others tell the truth.
Yeah. We're not good, we're just better than a lot of them. Is Molly watching with you tonight?
Sorry?
Question to daughter.
Alright.
Steve Scott's in Hampshire. Just.
Uh-huh. Ugh. Let's really rip that up. And that's cracked. Okay, we'll go a little bit further. It's a nasty little piece there. I'm nearly through that knot though.
Yeah, Barry Chitties was West Sussex. But we know he was late. first Aussie in. Hi, Malcolm. Not Malcolm, Michael. The eyes are playing up. Because I had 3 Aussies in lunchtime watching me.
That's right, yeah. I assume the time is a bit more convenient.
Well, it's morning in Oz, by the looks of it, because we just got morning all from Michael.
All right, good. Oh, that's better.
You might want to pull your mic down now you've turned your fan off.
Oh, excuse me if I can stop coughing, yeah. Yes, that's improved that no end. Now I've got through that knot. There's a little bit of roughness there, but it's not as bad as it was. Okay,
let's... A bit of 40 grit won't solve.
That's right, absolutely. I'll just do the edge, I think, and get that to look a bit more respectable.
Yeah, we're a little bit threepenny-bitish on the edge, which doesn't help on some ash.
Shaking the lathe around a bit.
Yeah. It's a bit of olive ash, though, and it's got some olive to it.
It's a little bit, yeah. Yeah. It's come from the Petworth House estate.
Okay.
Yeah. Leconfield estate.
Leconfield, yeah.
Yes, my mate gets a lot of it. Well, he has all the timber from there, basically. Thank you. Oh, she's brought me a glass of water. I think she's dropping a hint.
Is it water or is it vodka?
No, it's water.
Oh,
you can see how uneven this is. It's what, 12 mil there and about 14, 15 there.
But you can also see you've got the white, which is more of the sap, fresh grown wood against.
That's right. There.
Dark brown, the olive.
On the back here, you can see it, can't you?
Yeah, which is why it's bouncing about a bit.
I'll just do a bit more work on the middle, and then I can sand it. It's nearly the shape I want. Just about get through the shakes. I should do a little foot just about there.
The question is there any more news about poor Scott, please? Well, the latest that I've heard is definitely septic. And I had a message from him this morning, and he was a bit concerned that he might lose part of his leg because of the sepsis. But that was this morning. I haven't heard from him tonight, but apparently the phone reception in the ward that he's in is non-existent. So it's a matter of when we hear, when we don't. It's just one of those things you've got to guess. But his wife puts up a few bulletins, but I think most of you see them anyway. And Rich has decided that he hates painting. Would that be white, Rich, by any chance? And Mark's not doing much chatting because he's in the middle of editing.
All right, yeah.
That's what you got 2 kids for, Rich. Give them 50p and tell them to get on with the painting.
You wish.
Yeah. baby scraper. Time and hope. Baby, he's
Sorry?
been feeding it. You carry on with what you're doing. We're talking about you. Don't worry.
Oh, I can't hear very much. It's a particularly noisy piece of timber. Oh, there.
And it is
Oh,
white
no.
that Rich is painting.
That's completely ruined that. So scraper wasn't the best idea I ever had. I'm going to try reversing it, I think.
Have you got it locked on?
Yep. Simply because I know what it's like.
Yeah. What speed are you running at? Ish.
900. Take it down a bit.
So
817.
drop it down to 7-ish. You might be.
Yeah.
Might get a better cut.
777. I can't get much more 7-ish than that.
Right.
See what that's done to it. No, it's not good.
Try it with a at about 45 degrees as a skew angle, and scrape that way rather than flat.
Oh, it doesn't sit very well, this one.
No, I know, but you shouldn't be pressing hard, so probably
No,
hold
I'm
it.
not. Yes, yeah, okay. I'll give it a try anyway. What? I've got to move this away a bit. So what, in like that?
The other way I would have done because it's easier.
That way, okay.
Yeah. Control it a little bit easier. It's quieter.
It's quieter, yes. There's not as much hitting the timber. Particularly on the curved bit.
So they're all coming up with suggestions.
I'm sure they are. It's still very nasty there. Very nasty. I think I'm gonna just do 60 grit and get amongst it. No, I could actually do it with a chisel. I had it better than that earlier. Get the speed as high as I can. A nice fine cut. Come on.
Douglas, I did say to him this morning when I messaged him that we're all thinking of him and we need him out of there as quick as possible.
That's rubbish.
That's because it's in reverse.
That's what it is. You're absolutely right.
I'm glad you didn't spot that.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I moved the tool rest and assumed that was going to sort it out.
Yeah, this is why we only drink water in the workshop, guys.
Yes.
It's got a high octane value.
Remarkable the difference that's made. You wouldn't believe it. Let's see what that's done. Oh, that's a lot better.
Yeah, sand it then if that's the case.
I can sand that. Yep.
Yeah.
That's much better. It's a particularly rough. It's where that knot was.
Yes. You get a lot of wild grain around there, don't you?
Completely screwing it all up. Yep. Right. So, put my new table down here, which is it's got all my glass paper discs on. All stuck down with Velcro.
Showing off now.
Absolutely. Now what have I done with the... There it is.
Rex B's having a bad day. He's just waking up. Any time for wood turning is a great day.
Right, okay, here we go.
Rex, it's ash, and it's local to West Sussex, the ash. We know where it came from, and it was a big private estate park. But before you woke up, it had a big knot in it, and that's where the issue of the awkward grain is.
You're just tearing bits off it.
Yeah.
It's not come up badly now. I think a bit of patience won't sort out.
Well, you're 25 minutes into it so far.
Oh, that's not bad. We've nearly finished. I will put the dust extractor on though.
Yeah, because it's making me cough now.
Is it? Oh, sorry about that. I'm not sure how old this timber is, but it seems to be very dry.
Ash doesn't need to be that old to be dry, does it?
Well, no, true.
2-3 years, it's very dry.
Yeah.
I've had it up that you've got a new table setting. Yeah, this is high tea in the afternoon. This one is, Jonathan.
Well, I've got my toast rack for my normal bits of glass paper, but I had nothing for these discs, so I thought it was time I organised something.
And it seems to work. To waste, so he's done that.
Absolutely. I'm retired.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better. That's much better. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better.
You can always sand that in reverse, you know.
Yes, can do. Yeah.
Because that will cut, not like a chisel on it in the wrong direction. Who said that?
True, that's true. Okay, all right. Use everything in the armoury basically with a bit of timber that's behaving like this.
Yep. You won't be the first one, and I know you won't be the last one.
No. Let's have a look at that. That's much better. Much, much, much better. There's a little bit around there, just wants a bit more attention. No, let's go forwards. Just a couple of tool marks around here.
Right. Rex B is asking, does that shape have a name to its shape? It's looking elegant.
It's not quite. It's not quite an OG. If it curved back round, it would have been, but not that I'm aware of. Perhaps I should name it after me.
I like, because it tends to lift off the surface.
That's right. Got something to get hold of. What I often do actually is to run it back down lower on the outside, so that it shows the pattern off better when it's sitting on the table.
Gerard's got to run. He's got a problem with the combi oven at work, and as he's a chef,
oh dear,
sort it out.
Well, thanks for coming along, Gerard.
Yeah, well, you might catch the end of it, Gerard. Hopefully, it's not a long job. Martin at Woody's Creations joined us.
Hello, Martin.
And you have 32 watching you.
Good stuff.
As normal, guys, if you haven't subscribed to Andy, and you like what he's doing, please subscribe and give the bell a rattle, which will let you know when he comes on. And if you would care to hit the thumbs up, that would be good. But if you don't, you hit the thumbs down, that's absolutely fine, because it still means that you've been passed and lets YouTube know you watch this sort of thing, even if you don't like it. It works for our advantage all the time. And Rich has just put in, oh, by the way, welcome to the Tuesday night slot, Andy. Guys, Andy will be taking every other Tuesday to take the pressure off him until he has had enough. Well,
Thank you, Rich.
He won't be doing one because Andy's away, and I've already
On the
passed it.
On the 20th, that is, yeah.
I will be covering for Andy, who's covering for Rich. So we've got it covered.
No, I've got some odd jobs to do for my sister up in Telford, so I shan't be lazing around.
Good, good. So if Rich isn't on, there will be either Andy or myself on, and it'll probably be Andy most of the time. It's just this one that Andy can't manage, so I said I will do it. So Douglas is asking, what might have caused the dark lines? I would imagine, Douglas, you'll mean the two virtually through the middle. That is a growth line. It might have been a prolifically wet or dry year, which is just, probably more likely to be wet, which has released a lot of the chemicals from the ground into the water table, and that's been taken up by it.
Because this came from a board that was about 3'6" wide and 8 foot long, and had those going all the way through it. So I leapt on those.
Reasonable size then. So
not bad.
Probably something to do with the soil is the easiest way of answering that one.
Yeah.
And Baz has joined us, and there won't be a blow lamp out tonight, Baz. I'm sorry. You had that last night with Mark. We can't let you have it every night.
No, can't cope with too much excitement.
No. And Adam's joined us. Hi, Adam.
Oh, hello, Adam. Haven't seen him for a little while.
So we've got a wide selection in tonight.
So I'm not going to fiddle-faddle around too much. I can't. Oh, I can. I can Yorkshire grit this, so I'll do a 240 and then leave it at that, I think, and then grit it. The other side, I can grit the middle, but not the rim. Oh, stay on there. Coordination shot.
Yeah, Ben's suggesting to you that don't tell people you cut up a board that big for blanks. They'll get very upset.
No, it had various reasons for doing that. There was a big gap in the middle, and it tapered off to nothing from that gap. So he was virtually going to burn them.
Right.
So I did manage to stop them being burnt, and I got. I think it cost me 30 quid, and I got 26 blanks, I think, out of it.
So that was more or less the whole board then?
Well, 2 boards, yeah.
Or 2 boards. So that answers Douglas's question. Did you get the whole board?
Oh, yes, both of them, yep. And he delivered them to me as well. So yes, bless him. He's a good mate of mine. Our kids grew up together and what have you. Little slurp of water. That's better. Right, so get rid of that. No, I won't. I'll turn it round. Sanding sealer.
That brings it to life.
It does. If you want to see the pattern, you have to look on the back of it because it's going to be coloured on the front.
Some of it will come through.
It'll come through the middle.
Yeah, you've got the two lines that will turn up through the middle there.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. That's fairly typical of ash.
I just had my sanding sealer spray, so that's all right.
That'll make everything stand up for you.
I'll do. That'll do. That one. Why not?
There's a question on here from Rex. Andy, do you, Mark, Steve, Brian, Wayne, and others trade wood pieces or just within the local club?
I nick them all from Keith.
Yeah, I'm going to say the biggest problem is shipping costs on anything of any weight, any size. Now we're coming out of COVID, it's not quite so bad, but the problem was getting a slot with a courier as well that you could rely on.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been very, very busy, haven't they?
They've been ultra busy.
But I mean, I get timber from wherever I can. Really, I get given an awful lot by Keith and other people, and I buy bits. I mean, I went down to Yandles and bought some down there just not so long ago. So I do actually buy sometimes.
You didn't say anything to Alison about that, though, did you?
Yeah, no, she saw it. So she saw it in the back of the car. So,
and she's not on here at the moment. So
where's she gone? Oh no, she's there. She's there. She's still there. She's smiling. I can see her. Yeah.
So yes, we do trade wood around,
but more on a local level than a sort of national level. You know, it's so expensive to post it because of the weight of it. But when it's somebody who lives just up the road, I went down to Littlehampton and picked some up the other day. I went over to Canterbury and picked up some stump stuff, but that was ebony and similar timbers, Kingswood and stuff like that. It was worth doing.
Lewis, the Klondike Craftsman's just joined us. Hi, Lewis.
Hello, Lewis. Talk of the devil.
Your mushrooms last night.
Very tasty.
Yeah, they need some cooking though, so I think we'll have to have a word with Gerard when he gets back. David Nichols in.
Hello, David.
David.
Right, that's that one. Then we have this one. Don't like to be too generous with this.
No, because we have to buy it.
I have to pay for it. That's right. Yeah.
Hodge is in. Hodge has joined us. Hi, Hodge. Hi,
hello,
Robert.
Hello, Rob.
Yeah, how's that mad beaver of yours?
trying to see what I'm working on now. It's a worry, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll do that. So I should have shown it to the camera and whatever, shouldn't I, really? But there we are.
It's no good because there's no one's going to sing.
No. But Yorkshire grit, anyway.
Yeah.
Of both varieties.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one, I've gone for chestnut microcrystalline wax, if you can see that, upside down, inside out. But hey, and a screwdriver to open it with. Not getting at anybody.
Not a screwdriver.
No, not a screwdriver, definitely not. I have to sharpen those.
Yes.
Don't have to sharpen screwdrivers too much.
Too much, no.
No screwdrivers. I've got so many screwdrivers, I throw them away when they're blunt. Not quite true, but nearly. Right, give that a buff up. I should be able to go a bit faster on the top because it'll be level. It's so much thicker one side than the other at the moment.
Well, everyone's talking wood at the moment, by the looks of it.
Oh, are they? Yeah.
Seeing who's local so they can trade with each other.
Yeah. Good idea. Why not?
Swap with each other, yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, it's what we do. Well, what you do. You haven't had any from me, but I'll get you some one day.
When I'm getting desperate.
I was going to say, you've got so much up there.
Rex is asking, how do you stop the dust from getting into the computers and the laptops?
I don't. I keep a cloth over the keyboard, and the computer. I should just take it apart and hoover it out from time to time. I haven't done it yet.
Don't put a compressor against it and blow it out.
No. I should vacuum it out.
Blow the dust in further than what you really need to. So you hoover it off of the vents. It's always going to be an issue in a workshop unless you've got a dust-free area.
Yeah, and in here it will have gone way beyond the vents on the outside. I should have to go inside and clean the fan and things. But that's not a big hassle.
No.
Right. So where's my big? There it is. So that's that. I think that's quite nice. Got a bit of a shine to it. You can very nearly see that.
Picking up the light.
Yeah. It's not looking bad. So I'm a bit tight with this on the back here.
And Adams is the one to answer that one. He says dust is not a problem for most computers. Blow it out with a compressed air can.
As long as the cooling system works, basically.
Yeah.
Was what I was told. And that makes sense. As long as it's cooling and not all blocked, then it's working.
Keep the vents clear.
Right.
And Adam's agreeing with you, Andy.
Oh, good. Thank you, Adam. It sort of makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's a sort of logic to it.
Seems we do seem to generate a lot of dust.
I'm old enough to remember the early computers. It's a very different story. They had to be in humidity-controlled, dust-free atmospheres.
Yeah, what ran on valves.
And it was a whole house full of stuff to give you less than you've got on your phone nowadays. But then I am very ancient. I'll say that before anybody else does.
We were just thinking it.
Oh, come on. Be nice to Andy. Feels as though I'm sending Morse code messages with this. Let's have a look. Apart from being incredibly, oh blimey, it's that same bit again.
X not, yeah.
Yeah, it's taking
Can't
the edge
see
off.
that. The light's over the back more. So if you want to, that's better.
See? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nearly there. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bit there. It's completely crumbled. So right, I'll attack it from here, I think, and see what we can do.
It's got to be a push cut.
Yeah, yeah.
Perhaps drop the handle a bit more so it's more of a sheer push cut. Rex B is asking the question, have you ever tried a hollowing system? He's one-handed and looking to buy one.
Oh, really?
So
No,
recommendations, please. I have the Simon Hope hollowing system, and that is quite good because it takes all of his tools.
It's one that's recommended by a lot of people, isn't it?
It's very easy to use one-handed because you use the tool rest to stop the tool dropping down.
That's nearly there.
Whereabouts do you based, Rex? In Florida, yeah.
Not quite local then.
Yeah, I thought you were over the water, so I'm not quite sure what they've got over in America in the way of hollowing systems.
It's got that sorted.
Perhaps Lewis can answer that. And you've also got a couple of other Americans on there tonight as well, so maybe they can throw their 10 penneth in. Haven't got a clue as to what's available.
That's better. Much, much, much better. Take it a little bit further. Because the middle is going to be hollowed out anyway, so.
There's your answer, Rex. Come in from Robert. Have a look at the Trent Bosch hollowing system. He feels it would work better than some like Carl Jameson hollowing system.
Thought somebody would have an answer.
Yeah. I don't think Simon Hope exports,
Not at the
particularly
moment.
at the moment, anyway.
A little bit more just there. Might as well get it somewhere near flat. That's all right. That'll do. And it's 12 inches, so 4 inches. It's 100 mil. No, we'll go a bit more than that. A bit less than that. I mean, 4 inches. It's only going to leave a 4-inch bowl, which is going to be too small. So I'll do it 85 mil rim, which will be there. That'll be nice. That'll be lovely. And then just as a guide, I'm going to leave a bit around the outside, which if you look at the picture that was up for this live tonight, you'll see that it's got a plain bit around the outside. That's going to be that bit.
Very little rim, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's be a little bit on this inside edge around the bowl, which also comes up and over. It gives a tidy edge to the painted stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, now then, before I do that, lift that up. This is going to be irregular. It's going to be random, but nothing is ever completely random, is it?
No.
So I'm just going to give myself a little bit of a guide as the sort of direction I want the grooves to go in. And it is no more than a suggestion. Whoops. But I found when I did this before, without that, you end up going all sorts of places, and it just doesn't work. It looks awful.
Ties a knot in itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Because you're trying to be random, and it's the human brain doesn't work that way. So that's all right. That's there. Good. Then we have the little Proxon, which I think is already turned on, and we're just going to make. Sorry, go on.
I'm going to say you can turn the extractor on, or we're not going to bother.
Yeah, I am. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I'm just sort of getting my head around what I'm doing. Really, that should go from there. Proxon's a lovely little tool. I'm very impressed with it. It's small, it's easy to use, but it does everything I want it to do. So let's get rid of that. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm going to switch the lathe off because I know I'm going to do that. Instead of turning this on, I'll turn the lathe on. We'll do it. Right, so. It looks like we've married up Rex and Robert tonight. The information been going backwards and forwards regarding the hollowing system, so that's good. That's what we're all about. That's what we're all about. It's certainly what we should be all about, isn't it?
Yeah. Rex, it's going to be about 2-3 mil, not excessively deep.
Oh, well, the grooves, yeah, they're about that.
Yeah.
Pretty
not,
good guess.
yeah, it's not the chainsaw type, Martin. It's the solid tooth one. Chainsaw one, they're actually trying to ban because it's dangerous. But I think it's the people using it are dangerous, not the equipment.
Well, certainly with something this size, if you have an accident or a serious accident with this, then you're in trouble. You shouldn't be using it anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
To be honest, it's So is that blowing it out? No, not too bad, is it?
We can hear what you're doing.
Quite deliberately being a little bit careless. If I take too much care, it'll be regular.
I sometimes find if I'm trying to do a random pattern like that, it's easier to go around maybe 3 times.
Yes, can be. Or shut your eyes.
Leave the gaps and fill them in at a later date, which is a lot more random.
Not impressed with my suggestion then. Shut your eyes.
Shut your eyes. Well, just because you can turn with your eyes shut.
How the blind wood turner does it, I do not know.
No,
I have a lot of admiration for him.
Yes, he's one guy that I do have admiration for, and he's not.
He does some amazing stuff too.
He does, yeah.
Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but
Chris
something, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then if you look at that closely, you can see why you have to go around again, because it's not got as much there or there as it has in other places. But not that matters too much, but I want it to be sort of fairly dense.
Chris Fisher.
That's it, Chris Fisher. Thank you.
Thanks, Peter.
I think that will do. I do like that little.
Keep going and add in the extra one, then you get too many on there, and it just makes a mess.
And it comes out the bottom. Right. Okay. We'll sand that. I'll just turn the extractor off.
Not before you sand it.
Yeah. Of course I have. Dum. I'm just going to get rid of all those rough bits. Another alternative at this point is to burn it, but I didn't really want it to be black, so.
Just coming up to the hour, Andy.
Not too bad. It shouldn't take too much longer now.
Got all evening.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think anyone's got a premiere on tonight. I haven't seen it, if there is.
Not that I'm aware of, no.
That's going to be blue, Rex. Apparently.
It will be, very shortly. That's not very nice. I have a lighter blue and a royal blue. I've got them both out here, so I think I'm going to try it with the lighter one first, and if I don't like it, we can go over it with the royal blue. Darken it up.
Sounds like a plan.
Not a good one, but it's a plan. That's better. That's better.
If you find you're getting a lot of tear out in those cuts, you can also go over them with a brush, a drill bristle brush thing.
Yeah, I haven't got one. I've got a
They're
wire
quite
brush,
good.
but that's
Yeah,
too
they're
rough.
quite good for cleaning them up.
I keep meaning to get one.
Tool stations sell them.
I must confess. Oh, they've got one up the road, haven't they? So
yeah,
it's one of the reasons I've burnt them in the past. To get rid of all these bits.
the fluffy bits. Yeah.
Yeah, that's better. That's all right. Don't mind a bit of texture. Right, okie doke. Back in my toast rack. Put that away for breakfast. Turn that off. I know you can't hear it much, but I can.
I know it's on, but not too bad.
These mics are remarkable, aren't they, really? In what they cut out.
Yeah, yours doesn't work quite so well tonight with the tooling.
This piece of timber was so loud.
Mm.
You know, I'm not a bit surprised you said it was noisy, because it was here. It was almost unbearable. Right, there we are. That's that. That'll do. That'll do nicely. And then stick that underneath there.
Adam's saying the flappy sanding discs on the Proxima also good for cleanup.
Oh, I suppose I've got those, haven't I? Yeah. Never mind. It's too late now. I imagine they probably would be. I've never used them.
No.
Right, okay. Yeah, the compressor's on. Blur. See how we go. That's better. Bit more paint coming out now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not paint at all, but hey ho.
Someone complaining that it's green.
Oh, that's the camera, as I expect. It's
That's
quite
the
blue.
camera and the light, I think.
Yeah, it's quite blue here. I think I wanted to have a bit more body than this, so I will do it with the royal blue next. Certainly in places.
So can you not patch it in so that you've got light and dark?
Yes, indeed. That's what I was.
It looks like that at the moment. It looks like the darker bit coming down to between 1/4 and 1/2 is quite a bit darker than the rest of it.
Over there. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it goes a bit when you bring it round, but I'll try a bit of the royal blue on it. See how that comes out. It's quite a bit darker.
Yeah.
Which is actually more the sort of colour I wanted it to be. So if I just do bits, because all the stuff that's not in the grooves is going to be sanded off, so
yeah,
it doesn't matter if it looks odd at the moment. It won't do by the time it's.
But it does give it a little bit more three-dimensional.
I think I might just leave it at that.
Oliver Reed's just joined us.
Hello, Oliver.
We'll excuse him for being an hour late. but that's not a problem. You can go and watch it back anyway later, Oliver.
Yeah.
See what you've missed. And Rex is saying, are you going to do a live every Tuesday? No, this was explained earlier on. Andy's doing every other Tuesday evening, covering for Rich the Beard times 16, who's too busy to do every week. And if he can't do one, when the first one he can't do, Andy can't do, and Rich can't do is the 20th, you will have me on instead. So between Andy and myself, and Rich, we are covering Tuesday lunchtime and Tuesday evening.
And I think after that, I'm all right through to the end of August, September. I've looked at the moment.
Yeah.
So I shall be here doing it on a fortnightly basis.
There will be something on. It'll either be Rich, Andy, or myself. Mainly Rich and Andy. And like I say, the lunch times, Andy and myself are just mixing around.
I was going to say, you got the Tuesday lunchtimes and you got the Thursday that Scott does, but he can't do them all.
No.
So between the three of us, we manage it. I think that's fair to say, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. We haven't got a regular slot, but we've got 2 regular dates that we cover for and do.
Fill in, yeah. Yep. Like to have a bit of suspense, you know. Not quite sure what's going on. Yep, that's all right. Right, we'll get that sanded.
What's Oliver doing? A-levels at the moment? Because Alison said he expects he's been revising.
Yes, I think he's in with Tom, I think.
Okay.
If I remember rightly.
And I don't know anyone, Steve, who's had a go at making their own spirit stains. The cheapness of them and the aggravation, I think, is probably hardly worth it.
That would be my feeling,
yeah. Thursday night, Andy is doing.
Not sure what yet.
No.
We'll come up with something.
With Scott being on his back in hospital and Rich and everyone else, we managed to get the dates twisted about a bit between Andy and myself, but we've worked it out now. So Andy's doing this Thursday evening. And that will be a 7:30 start.
Thursday is, yes, yeah. I get confused with that as well.
Yeah, that's why I thought I'd just mention it.
Yeah, Tuesday is an 8 o'clock start.
Yeah, I should be in Magadan for Andy.
I think that's all right because it's all going to be covered in gold wax anyway, so that doesn't look bad.
A-level products design, geography and physics. Well done, mate.
All right.
Good luck
Product
on
design.
You.
Well done. Interesting. Wood turning will come in very handy for that.
So when's your final exam then, Oliver? And you've got compliments coming in with the colour, Andy.
Oh, good.
Yeah, looks great.
Look even better when it's got the gold on it.
Yeah. Are you going to sand and seal that first before you put the gold on?
Yes.
Yeah, to stop it
That's me.
sucking in.
That's my plan. Yep. And then the middle, when I've hollowed it out, will be Yorkshire grit again.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I'll lacquer over the top of the gold. Keep it all nice and tidy.
So Oliver San is getting into the coursework now, but still enjoying it. Well, you only got to do it once, Oliver. It's no good regretting it in later life that you didn't. Stick with it. It'll pay off, believe me.
It's no good me telling anybody that I didn't stick with anything when I was at school. And now look at me.
Yeah, wood turner.
Actually, that's a nice mixture of blues in there now.
Yes, yeah.
It's good.
Looks sort of zebra-like.
Sort of, yeah. If you know any blue zebras, that is.
So it's not coming across specifically bright blue on the camera, but
no, that's not so bad.
Cameras are like.
Yes, I mean it depends on your screen, but it doesn't look too bad actually. That's not far off what it looks like.
Okay.
So, which is good. Where's it gone? No, yes, I want acrylic. Yeah, I'm running out of that. It's a bit serious. Let's get some more. Oh no, I've got some more. It's got a white cap on it.
Well, the thought is that it looks blue and green, and Alison's agreeing that it looks more blue and green.
I think mixing the blue and the royal blue.
Yeah,
actually that's the yellow of the timber. It's turned that green.
Yeah,
through there. That's definitely a green bit there, isn't it? And that ash does this.
But we're not worried.
Nope. Oh, it's run a little bit there, but I'm going to take that edge off anyway, so that's all right. Good. Let's let that dry. Yeah, I'm going to have to speed it up a little bit, I think.
It's only 1/4 past, so you got loads of time.
Yep. I'll just dig out the hairdryer, as you do. Picking up all the dust off the bottom.
Middle will be hollowed out. It'll be a small, about 4.5 inch bowl in the middle.
Yeah, something like that. That's nearly there. I'll just let that dry while I'm getting the wax ready.
Martin is running out of battery, so you're going on the big screen.
Oh
dear. Scary.
I'm sorry about the shock. Right, so what's going to finish this is Liberon Gilt Cream Trianon colour. They do two shades of gold, which are the only two I've got of it, and that one's a sort of very goldy gold. I don't know if you can't really see that.
No,
Light's too bright, but it's a very goldy gold. So, dig out my gloves. Oh, these are rather small gloves, so I hope I can get them on all right. Otherwise, I'm going to end up with very gold fingers. Gold finger.
I can't quite work out a question here from Rex. He says, Andy, are you near Adre, Limerick? My wife and I hope to go there next year, allowing.
Limerick? Oh, that's in
Yeah,
Ireland.
so that's Ireland, Rex. We're in UK, West Sussex, right on the south, right by Gatwick Airport, down in
On
the
the
south
South Downs,
coast.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he might sound Irish and do Irish things, but he's certainly not.
I like Ireland, though.
Mm.
Lovely country. Had a very nice holiday down at Dingle. Fine view of New York Harbour from the coastline.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it would be if you could see that far.
If your eyes are that good.
God, these are horrible things. I must get some more. The right size. Right,
Apparently
okay.
you've got family near Belfast then.
We have, yes, indeed.
Mm.
At Moira. Alison's family there. Her cousin.
Right.
Two of her cousins, in fact. Right, okay. Let's start.
Rex is saying sorry, trying to find wood turners for when we travel.
All right.
Nearer the time, Rex, so let everyone know where you're planning on travelling, and we can come up with suggestions. I think we're fairly well spread around the UK. What have we got? 3 from Ireland, because you've got Brian in Northern Ireland, you've got Gerard in Southern Ireland. Is Gerard Southern Ireland?
It's Cork, yeah.
Yeah, and you've got someone else from Southern Ireland, I believe.
Oh,
Oh,
who's the banana man?
oh, Steve Twidell.
Yeah, he's Ireland, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't often see him in our lives. But,
No.
no, I think there's another one as well.
This is a little bit tedious.
Brian, Gerard, Richard Phelan, Leona, and Steve Twidell.
All right.
According to Adam, that's about right. Yeah, it was Richard Phelan I was trying to think of.
Yeah. There's no really easier way of doing this, unfortunately.
And Martin's put Fingers up is in Ireland, but I haven't got a clue who Fingers is. It's a name that it been given to him by other turners, which means nothing to me because I don't follow the other turner. So I haven't got a clue who you're referring to there. Shay from BB Turning apparently is Ireland as well.
All right, quite a few then.
Yeah. So
you just don't know, do you? You chat away to these people. You have no idea where they're coming from. It's quite nice.
So according to Rex, he's hoping to go to Adair in Ireland, Scottish Highlands, plus the UK, Hadrian's Wall, visiting for 30 days.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, we're off up to the Scottish Highlands in November, which should be nice. Should be quiet then. And
David McKernan is Fingers. Yeah.
I'm not doing very well with this. think this will work, but let's try it. Maybe
Christine and Michael are in. Hi, Christine and Michael.
Hello, Christine and Michael.
I don't know how long you've been sitting in the back there, but welcome.
Twice in a day.
Yeah. 2 more from West Sussex. And Rob's CP saying there doesn't seem to be many turners in Newcastle. I think we concentrate on our own areas, don't we, more than anything else?
I wouldn't understand them if they were, so. It's a very broad accent, isn't it?
Can be, yeah.
Yes, can be, not always. We have a friend who came from up there, and he's lived down in West Sussex for, I don't know how many years, 20, 30 years. He's still got a broad accent as far as we're concerned. He thinks he's lost it, but...
It's a hell of a job decoding them, isn't it, at times? I know we're a fairly broad accent from West Sussex, but I don't think we're as bad as some of them.
I think we're very civilised, really. You may be able to tell I'm getting a little bored with this.
It's your idea.
Yeah, I know. Silly one, wasn't it?
Trouble is, you've got to treat it all the same. So if you don't,
yes, and I haven't.
You get bald patches of it, which makes it look horrible.
Wow. I shall spin it in a minute and give it a rub. See what happens. No, I'll put a lot more on at the beginning. Not surprisingly, really.
Is it picking up the paper?
A little bit.
Too bad. Yeah.
A little bit. I've got a few bits lying down there.
Yeah, a bit of rag might be easier.
Yeah, I've got some of that. I've got masses of that.
I know we're not supposed to use rag, but there's no sharp corners.
No, and I think if you use
edges.
I was going to say, if you use it carefully, I don't actually have a problem with it.
No, you don't wrap it around your fingers.
I've got safety cloth, so I can use that safely. Strange bit there. Not to worry. I can see me going around picking it all out of the hollows. When I've got a week or so to spare.
Put the compressor on full.
My compressor on full is exactly what it is at the moment.
Okay, pretty poor.
Pretty weak. It's a very small one.
Yeah, because that's what I've done in the past.
Yeah, I haven't got a big enough compressor for that. I gave the other one. I did have a bigger one. I gave it to Robin. It took up too much room.
It's not, you can't use a rag, but if you get a rag caught, you can end up hurting your hand, possibly tearing a finger off, doing a lot of damage to your digits, which is why we tend not to use rags.
I used to have a nice little light that sat on top of the computer, the lathe, shone down on me, the magnetic one, which had one of the ones that goes on the tool rest as well. And I went in with a tack cloth, stupidly, while something was spinning, it caught and it ripped both lights off the lathe, spun them round, flailed my hand a bit before I managed to get to the switch. So I know exactly what you're talking about. I should know better, really.
At your age, yeah.
Right, let's give that a spin. Should even it up a bit.
So it's not that you can't use a rag, it's just that you need to be very careful with rags.
These Chestnut safety cloths are actually very, very good, because in theory they will tear before they drag you into it. That's very patchy, but I think it's always going to be because of the timber. Can you see that? Yes, you can.
Yeah, it looks very blotchy, yeah.
Yeah. But it's this blotchiness over here, I can't do anything about. That
Right.
is what it is. I put more on and it doesn't change it. That bit I could possibly get rid of a bit, and that bit with a bit more wax. Trouble is, it just comes off again. Yeah, no, it stays as it is. If I don't like it, I'll change it. I'll sand it off. But let's get rid of these. I hate those things. Oh, makes you all sweaty inside.
Yeah.
But
Which
you
is
can see
one of the. Go on.
You can see what I was trying to achieve.
Yeah.
With the wax, it hasn't really worked. So apologies for that. I'm going to give it a coat of lacquer anyway because I can. Because I've got something.
You're going to turn a rim on it.
Yeah, just a
turn the rim slightly bigger then. Lose a bit of it.
Some of it, yeah.
Yeah. Surely clothes could get caught as well. Yes, which is why we tend to wear a smock or a close-fitting
short sleeve
coat, or your sleeves are tight.
It's just not having anything loose and baggy and hanging around this area, around near the lathe, because if it can bite, it will.
Something like the cords on draw cord on hoodies is bad, because that get pull your face straight down onto the edge. So very rarely see anyone turning with a hoodie.
Nope. And I mean, there's some people recommend you don't wear a watch, which I must admit I always do. But because I know where it is, it tells me what the time is. But I've worked with machinery most of my life and have never found a watch to be a problem. Yes, baggy clothes, definitely.
Rings are the worst problem, I suppose.
They can be. Don't wear those.
Yeah, you can lose a finger quite easily, get your ring caught.
Yep. And the long sleeves, I don't like. I always used to insist that the kids, when I was teaching, that they rolled their sleeves up if they're going to do anything on machinery, to keep them well out of the way. Right, that's more or less dry, near enough. Just quickly whip the bowl out. That'll be time to stop then.
Hour and a half so far.
Yeah, not too bad. It'll be under 2 hours, I think, by the time I finish.
Yeah, well under. Well, there's nothing else on the telly tonight. There's no football on to detract anyone.
Oh, thank goodness, I might watch telly then.
Can you angle your light a little bit different, mate?
Is that better?
Not really. It wants to come across it, or
that little one.
That's
like that.
There's okay.
Yeah, that's better. I can see now.
Yeah, we couldn't see a thing.
No, it's with those. with the texturing, I had to get a brighter light on it because I couldn't see what I was doing.
Martin's got to go. Duty calls. See you all later. Thank you, Martin, for stopping by. Take care, mate.
Somewhere there. Oh, yeah. I think I shall call a halt to that for tonight because I'm getting tired.
You're going to put an edge on that or not?
Oh, I could do that before I stop, couldn't I? Yeah. Indeed.
Just highlight it, won't it?
Yeah. Just I want a little one there and one around the edge here. And what shall I do that with? Parting tool. A little bit more. A little bit more on there too.
That looks better, mate.
Yeah, it's better. I'm going to call that it. I will do some more work on the centre and sand these two rims down as well. But I think for tonight I shall sit myself down and we can discuss it, demonstrate, show the evidence. Right. Phew. How many have we got left? 3. There it is, as close up as I can get it. It's got a few bits that need a bit of touching up where the gold has gone into the...
You've got 27 still with you.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Thank you for staying. There's a bit of gold got into the grooves, which I can clean out without any great problem. And obviously with a bit of lacquer and what have you, Yorkshire grit
Looks
in the
better
middle.
now than what it did on the lathe.
Right. Yeah, the light wasn't very kind to it. It was good for me to work with. It's not very kind, but no, that's not too bad.
That's
Quite
come
pleased
all
with
right.
that. Yeah, yep. As I say, lots of finishing off bits, but I'll do that at my leisure, and I will put a picture up on YouTube. Good.
Yeah. And Facebook.
Sorry, that's what I meant was Facebook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. And that underneath looks lovely. It's a lovely piece of timber on the bottom. The top wasn't as interesting, but particularly with this knot arrangement here. So there we are. There it is.
Yeah, come out all right, mate.
May the best man win.
And Alison says you're looking good. I think she means you, not the wood.
I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Not for one moment. Excuse me having a drink. But... Oh, nice bit of sawdust in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
adds to the flavour.
Yeah.
So
Wash that down.
nice comments coming, mate. Great work.
Good.
Looking good.
Thank you very
Thanks
much,
for the
everybody.
demo. Lovely. Oh,
It's the first time.
Alison's referring to the wood. Awesome,
Yeah.
Andy.
No surprise there. Thank you, Barry.
Yeah.
No, it's the first time I've tried that particular way of doing it. The green on the one that you could see on the other photograph was, in fact, what do you call it? Verdigris, is it?
Yeah, you said verdigris grease.
Verdigris wax.
Yeah.
Which is, I had it out early, didn't I? But anyway, it was a Liberon one again. And that's a very different method of applying it. I can't even remember what I did exactly, but sorry, Keith, I'll bring you in.
Yeah, I'm a bit glitchy at times, but it looks like it's stable at the moment.
We'll live with that.
Yeah, there's not much I can do about that, guys.
Anyway,
change camera and it's playing up. It's a more focused picture, but hey ho.
Yeah, so it's
technology.
A nice picture. When it's not glitching, it's fine.
Yeah.
In fact, we've had a good day with pictures, really.
We have.
Yours this morning and this one tonight. Mine's been fine.
So we're getting some good comments anyway. You're getting some good comments anyway.
Michael Azzopardi, is that a new name?
No, he's the Australian one, isn't he?
Oh, is he? Right. Okay.
Because he's the only one we've got in from Australia tonight. Robbo's had enough of me lunchtime.
Well, you can't blame him for that, really.
No. We had a laugh lunchtime. So I can't put in the link for Thursday because Andy hasn't done it yet. It's one of those that we were a little bit unsure about and uncertain. But
how Scott was going to be, did we?
No, but yeah, we've got a program now, and now we know a little bit more about Scott. Although I haven't heard from him tonight. I'll just check Messenger, see if there's anything on there.
Oh, excuse me.
No, there's nothing on tonight from Scott. So I know the signal where he is pretty rubbish. I think he said it was crap. I think that means the same, pretty rubbish in the ward. So we're waiting for Joanne to go in and put a post up, or I'll get a message tomorrow morning, hopefully, when he's got a bit of a signal or he gets outside for a breath of fresh air. So, But we can keep you informed as best we can. But
well, we seem to be appearing on these things fairly frequently, so
yeah,
have an opportunity to talk to you. Yep. Good.
So good results, good comments.
Yes,
good
nice
live,
comments.
Great bowl, awesome live.
Looking good.
That's why we're doing it, guys. I mean, you ask the questions, we try and answer them. We try and get a little bit of fun going on in there as well.
Barry's called me lovely, Andy. Or perhaps he didn't mean me.
Perhaps you need to watch out for him.
I prefer Barry Chitties, actually, which is awesome, Andy.
Yeah.
And now somebody just says I'm a good live Andy. Well, I'm not dead, so yeah. No, it's very kind, everybody. Thank you. It is appreciated, no doubt about it. I don't know how many thumbs ups we've got, but
I've no idea. I can't see them.
27.
27. That's not bad. Out, and there's only 27 in the chat at the moment, I think.
Yeah, so it's not bad. It's not bad.
Thank you, guys.
Good. Yep, lovely. So no more questions. I shall know. There's no. Oh, Alison's. Oh, 28. She's written. Alison says, "She who must be obeyed."
Yeah, the governor.
Good. Okay then. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Jonathan. And see you all on Thursday, hopefully.
Yeah. Any comments? Put them underneath the video when it comes up live tomorrow somewhere. Andy will always answer them or respond to them.
Yep.
like those comments stop there forever. If there's a question, stick it in there. We try and answer it. I know I get one or two questions pop up on mine, but
and they get summarised as well for me, don't they? So it's pretty unlikely that I shall miss them. Is what I'm trying to say. Good. Okay. Benjamin, good work, Andy. Now you can fall asleep in front of the TV. Good idea, Ben.
Yeah.
Especially if football's on.
No, I don't think there's any on tonight, is there?
No, I don't think there is, but it's a definite excuse to go to sleep if there is.
Yeah, it's a definite excuse to turn it off.
Well, yes, there is that as well.
Yeah, I think I'd rather go down and watch Rich Beard 16 painting.
Yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Cody.
I am. I can't say it's the dust because I should be in trouble with Alison.
What dust? You had the Hoover going, didn't
you? Yeah, absolutely. I did. Actually, the dust wasn't too bad. It was getting sucked away nicely.
Apparently, Italy and Spain are on tonight.
All right.
It just shows you how much interest I've got, Pete.
Yes. I cannot get enthusiastic about football at all.
No.
If England are playing, I like to hear what the result was, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I know that's sacrilege to some, so I won't say any more. But, good. Rightio, I shall press the button, and thank you all once again, and hopefully see you at 8 o'clock on Thursday.
Yep.
Magic.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for the comments and the chat and keeping it going and steering Andy and me in the right direction at times.
Absolutely. Cheers then. Bye.